Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on Parliament Hill. My name is Lindsay Brumwell, and I'm the Interim Executive Director for Equal Voice. I'm grateful to have this opportunity to speak at the start of the 45th parliamentary session. First, on behalf of Equal Voice and our members across Canada, I want to extend a sincere congratulations to all the newly elected and re-elected members of Parliament. Stepping forward to serve your communities is a tremendous act of dedication and courage, and regardless of the party or region, your commitment to public service is worth celebrating. As we mark this new chapter in Canadian democracy, it's equally important to reflect on who is in and who is not represented in the House of Commons. After the 2025 federal election, women and gender-diverse members of Parliament make up just 30% of the House of Commons. This represents a slight decrease from the previous Parliament. Cabinet under Prime Minister Carney does reflect continued commitment to gender representation, with 14 out of 28 ministers being women, and many of those women now hold key leadership portfolios, helping to shape the national agenda. This 30% number of women parliamentarians is significant because it is a clear milestone that reminds us how much further we need to go. Progress is fragile, and at the moment, the goal of true gender parity remains out of reach at the federal level. Through our research, engagement with candidates and politicians, Equal Voice continues to hear about the persistent barriers that keep women from seeking office and from staying in politics once elected. For example, the number one reason women do not consider a career in politics is that they say they simply don't know enough to even get started in public life. While disappointing, this presents an opportunity for political parties, citizens, and institutions to share the benefits and opportunities of becoming politically involved. Many challenges go beyond individual experience. They are rooted in systemic and structural realities, such as limited access to political networks and mentorship, the demanding structure of federal politics, including long periods away from family, and a widespread perception among many women that they are simply not qualified enough to pursue public office. We at Equal Voice are here to tell current and future parliamentarians, yes, you are qualified and you do belong. It is important to recognize that the challenges are not just personal hurdles. They reflect the need for meaningful change in our political system. Everyone needs to do more to support, recruit, and retain leaders from all backgrounds, and to ensure the full diversity of Canada is reflected in our decision-making bodies. It takes a woman being asked to run between 5 to 7 times before they will even consider it. So as Equal Voice has been doing for more than 20 years, please remember to ask a woman leader in your community to run. Representation is not a symbolic goal. It shapes the outcomes for all Canadians. And when women are missing from the ballot, they're missing from the rooms where decisions are made that affect everything from economic policy to healthcare to affordability to infrastructure to housing. Evidence shows that inclusive decision-making leads to better and more responsive policies, resulting in healthier democracies and thriving economies. At Equal Voice, we are committed to that change. For over 20 years, we've provided campaign schools and training programs to demystify the political process and build candidates' skills and confidence. We offer mentorship and networking, connecting emerging leaders with experienced ones, and conduct research to identify barriers and practical solutions. Equal Voice's research and advocacy for hybrid parliament is an example of our leadership on ideas and solutions to modernize and make parliament more accessible. This change makes federal politics more accessible to those with caregiving responsibilities and those who live far away from Ottawa. We are happy to see hybrid parliament now a permanent part of the parliamentary process. Advancing gender parity isn't just the responsibility of governments or political parties. Every Canadian can play a role, whether by encouraging a woman to run, volunteering on a campaign, or supporting organizations like Equal Voice. Every action matters in building a more representative and resilient democracy. So as the 45th Parliament gets down to work, Equal Voice will continue to support and empower women and gender diverse individuals to lead in political life and workspaces, connect people from across the country and political spectrum with a shared purpose of achieving gender balance, and provide the skills, knowledge, and network to pursue a career in politics, from staff to the highest levels. We remain committed to partnering with parliamentarians, political parties, and communities across the country. So the next time we gather like this, will be even more to celebrate in terms of true representation and equity in Canadian politics. And with that, thank you, and I'm happy to take your questions.
I have no questions at the moment, but if you want to add anything, you can go, or if not, this will conclude our press conference.
I think we can conclude. Thank you.